So here we have the new Ottocast Ottoscreen AI. So this is an upgraded version of their previous ones. It's got an 11.4-inch wide screen. This one has got 8 cores in it, so 8-core processor, so it's much quicker. And it's just got some other features like AI Assist. So it's got Gemini running, so you can do voice control. As you can see, the little microphone over there and this little menu that you can move around to get back to the home screen and stuff, and it is touchscreen, as you can see. Got a nice upgrade, much quicker, much more responsive. I'm going to go through what it has, and then we'll set it up in the car and see what it does. Firstly, on the back here where we've got the USB that plugs in, you've also got an AV in, so you can actually connect a rear camera, and when you go onto here you can actually see the rear camera here. So you can have that for reversing. So if you want to get that, that is available to this, which is really cool. You've also got an SD card, so a card holder. So if you want to play movies or music from the card, you can put that in there, and this is available. So you can connect this with an AV cable over there, or an auxiliary cable, sorry, with an auxiliary cable to your sound system in the car, or you can connect it via Bluetooth through CarPlay or Android Auto and things like that. So that's really cool. It comes with the cigarette lighter power, so that plugs into your cigarette lighter, and it gives you an option to charge USB as well, and that's USB-C, so that plugs in there for the power. Then they give you that cable there for the auxiliary in, and then you've also got the stand where they include some tape underneath to put that on your dashboard. And then you've got this little mounting over here with a bracket that moves, and you can rotate it sort of backwards and forwards if you want to change the screen, and then you tighten that, so when it's ready it will sit like so, and the screen will be there, and it will be on your dashboard or wherever you want to put it in the car. So they give you all those bits and pieces, which is really cool. And then just looking at the interface, you can see you're presented with 3 little windows when you boot up. You can click back over there, that's the option there. You've got this here, which is really cool. So you've got a split screen, so that's different now. So you can have 2 things running at once, and you can also make it bigger and smaller. So that's very cool. I like that upgraded option there. Then you can click on home from this screen here. So this is sort of a shortcut menu that you can use, and you can put this anywhere on the screen. And you just have to tap, and there's also a microphone. You can tap, you go back to this double screen, and it goes back to one screen. You can see here it wants to connect to Android Auto or CarPlay or AirPlay. So you've got those options available to you. I've got an Android, so I'll be connecting like that. We've got your home button, which takes you back here. You've also got your YouTube and Netflix. You can watch Netflix in here. It's got a nice wide screen, like I said, 11.4 inches. So that's nice. You can watch videos. You've got your maps, which can open up over here, which we'll set up later. And then you've got your settings, so you can go through. So this connects to your phone, so that's your Wi-Fi. You can receive calls in here via Bluetooth. You've got your display, your sound settings, your camera, so that's the back camera if you want to connect one. You've got apps, so you can install apps on here as well if you want. And those are all over there. Then the top menu here, you can see you've got your date and time. Then you've got over here your file, which I don't have an SD card, but you can browse images or music or whatever you want. You've got your speaker over here, so you can run the sound through this, through an FM if you want, or auxiliary, or your Bluetooth transmitter straight to the car. So that's really cool. Then you've got Wi-Fi, which will connect to your phone. And then you've got your GPS, which is quite cool. So it picks up the signal strength for the GPS when you're connected. And then you've got your version of Android that's running on here. So that's what that one is. So it's 15. Now this short menu here, if you press here, you can see we've got your volume up and down. So we can do that. You can hear the ticking getting louder and softer. Then you've also got your brightness, which is quite cool. So that's nice. So if on a bright day, you can put that high, and in the dark, you can put it a bit lower, so it's not too bright in your eyes. And then you've got your screens, so you can go through multiple screens and open up which one you want, like so. And you can see it's really responsive, and it's very quick. Wow, it's much quicker than the previous one. So this is really cool. Okay, so I've got my phone, I'm in my Bluetooth settings, and over here we can then go to Android Auto. So that's there, and then what it says is to pair with your phone, you go to the Bluetooth. So what we'll do is there, so you can see it's popped up at the bottom here. It says car screen RXD, and that matches up there. So we'll press on that one, and then it should start pairing with it, and then connect. So there we go, it gives you a code, so you can say pair, and we can see here Android device has been found, connecting, and then we want to allow it, so we say allow, and there we go. So now the maps have come up, which is really cool. So that's available there. Then we can go to Spotify, you can play music, you can do calls, you've got your microphone, you can change the screen, split that, so you can have music playing on this side and the map on this side if you want, or you can go back to just the map. You can go to Spotify, you can play some music through there. You've got so that would connect to your phone, so whatever's on the phone would then be using the data from there in order to do this. So that's playing through here. So there is a speaker on the back. So that's there for you to use as well, or it goes through the Bluetooth to the car, or you can use the audio cable that's given to you as well. So that's very cool. We can go back to home, so you can press on that if you want. You can go back to home there. If we go to Netflix here, so if you want to connect the device to view videos and things like that, you need to use obviously a Wi-Fi hotspot. Now that would come from your mobile that you're using, so you just need to turn that on, and then you need to connect the device over here. So you go to settings, you'd go to mobile, not settings, you go to Wi-Fi, you turn on Wi-Fi, and then once that's on, you can then choose the one you want, put in the password, and then it will connect to your phone. So we'll do that now, and then we'll carry on with the video. Okay, so now we're connected. It says a new version of the software is available, so that's the firmware on here. So we want to confirm that we want to upgrade, so we'll click on yes. So we've got new version found, and we can say download. So that will use the network from the phone to download, so whether it's Android or Apple, you can do that. Or if you're inside, you can join it to your network, and you can do that as well. But when you're outside and traveling, you'd need a mobile card in order to do that, which would be from a phone. Okay, so the download is complete. We'll press on upgrade now, and now what it's going to do is upgrade the system to all the latest things with regards to the firmware. So we'll just let that run, and then we'll carry on with the video. Okay, so the firmware update is complete, and now the device is rebooting. So the power button's over there. If ever it does switch off, you can press that, and that will switch it back on. And yeah, it's pretty compact, and while it's doing that, you can see that this clips on like so, and you just press it up, and then you can tighten that, and you can aim it where you want, up or down a bit. So whatever viewing preference you have, that's what you can do in the car. So that's there. It says there, congratulations on your successful update. So we'll go okay. So that's now done. So let's see if we can open up Netflix, because now we're connected with a hotspot over here. So let's see how that goes. Now I don't have a very good connection with my phone, so we'll see how it goes. So it's opening up, so that's good, and it's not that heavy as well. The unit isn't very heavy for what it is. It's a nice big screen. Wow. Okay, so there we go. So Netflix is opening up, so we can say get started, and off you go and enter in your details, your credentials, whatever. So you can do that. Then you want to go home, you use that little screen there, and you can go back home. We've got our Ottoscreen AI, so this is where I'm going to mount it on the dashboard over there. I've plugged in the USB-C cable here, so that runs along here, comes down, and that's where the cigarette lighter is. So that's where I'll be plugging it in. So I'll plug that in now. So that's done, and that's in. And then you've got your USB over there, so that's cool. So they give you an option for USB as well. So that's now plugged in. This is over here. So what I'll do is I'll turn the car on. I'll just put the ignition on so we can get some power to the screen. So there we go. We can see the screen coming on, so it's booting up. Right, so it's come on. It's now changing to the maps. So it did come up with the screen. Now it's changing to the maps, and then obviously it's got the Spotify there, so that's what I had previously, so it remembers the screen. I'll take the screen cover off when everything's set up and in place. So that's now connected, Now what I want to do is just go to home and go to settings, and I just want to see here with regards to transmit to car Bluetooth, so I want to do that. So the car is on, so then it says their Bluetooth name is that, car screen, paired car Bluetooth. So now we're looking to pair this. If I go back here and I go pair, so it says a new device from your phone. That's okay. So then it says that that's the device I want to pair with. So there it is there. So I want to select this one. So now it's asking for the PIN code. So that was just zeros on the screen. So I'll put those in. Press done. Okay, and there we go. It says paired car Bluetooth, so connected. So that's now connected. If I go to local speakers, you'll see over here it says disconnected from Kia. Then I click Bluetooth, and then it pops up and it says connected to Kia. So now we are connected to the car via Bluetooth. So what I need to do now is get this all set up, stuck down, and then we can drive around with some maps on and see how the sound gets put through the car speakers and not the speaker. And then I can also connect the Wi-Fi up and play some Netflix, and the sound should come through the car. So that's it, set up nice and easy, and we'll go from there. I wanted to show you how quickly this Ottocast AI screen boots up. So I'm going to turn the car on so you can see everything is off now. Nothing's on. So I'm going to turn the key and the ignition will come on, starting the car. And that's on instantly. That is really quick compared to some of the others I've tested. This is one of the quickest ones. Wow, that's like instantaneous. So very cool. You can see it's connecting to the car. It's connecting to the phone. It should switch to the map soon because that's my phone connection. I'm going to start driving soon, and there we go. So there's the maps. So that's come on. It's asking about Android Auto. There we go. It's initializing. It's doing its connection, and then we should see maps pop up soon. What I like about the screen is that you can change the brightness on it. So if you press on that, and you can go to these options here, and you can see it's quite reflective. But if you turn this up, you can see it's really bright, so it works quite nicely, and you can go all the way down. But this is available when it's a really sunny day like today, so you can actually see what's going on the screen. So that's really cool. Right, so I'm in the car now. I've got the screen set up. The car is on, and we can see that it's connected to the car screen. So the ignition's on. So there's power going to the device. We can see there. So that's there. My camera's on because I'm filming, so it says improve that by turning that off. So if I press play here, it's playing the Spotify list that's on my phone. So if I press play, it should continue. And that's playing through the car speakers. So if I turn the car speaker up, so that's running through the audio of the car through the device and from my phone. So that's all working great. So that's cool. Then the other thing I wanted to test was the voice. So let's see if this works here.
Naturally with me to get more done. Remember to stay focused on driving safely when we're talking.
So that's the voice assist now. Now you can see over here there's like a little bar that's going up and down. So that's picking up my voice while I'm talking. So Gemini's reading that. So if I say, okay, that's now
It sounds like you're looking at the visual indicator for the voice assistant.
There we go.
The animation is there to show you that I'm actively listening and processing what you're saying in real time. Since I can hear you clearly, what can I help you with today?